Riding a good little bike. So this is the Gopowerbike by GoCity electric bike, and I am really excited about it. It goes up to 20 miles per hour. It is $699.98. It's on a Black Friday sale price. Your 5 easy payments, $140. Now, this one, you can use your Q card and get it home on 12 months special financing. I say do that. That means it's going to be $58 and change to be able to get this home. Now, you say, why an e-bike? What is an e-bike? E, short for electric. That's what it is. It's going to help you if you have problems getting up hills. Maybe you just can't go as long as you used to go, right? Maybe you can't ride miles and miles anymore. It's been hard for you to keep up with the grandkids, and you go, you know what? I wish I had a little bit of help. That's where e-bikes come in handy. And when I tell you, once you try an e-bike, you will never, ever, ever not want to ride one because they're really that good. And this company has been doing it for over 10 years. So we love them because it's a versatile bike, it's convenient, and the e-bike industry is one of the fastest growing here in the U.S. So we do love a good e-bike. Now, rolling on in here to tell us a little bit more about this particular e-bike, Michael Padula is
she
here.
Meant rolling on in too, didn't she?
I meant to. Rolling on in here.
There.
How are you? Nice to see you.
I just noticed how my green is complementing your red,
well,
by the way. We didn't plan this.
Tis the season. I mean, this is what we're doing. We do. I love e-bikes. I was first introduced to an e-bike. Yeah. I was in Chicago with my daughter.
Yes.
And we got on the bike, and then the bike died.
Oh.
And then we had to, when I tell you, it was so hard pedaling. I said, get me off of this thing. So when I discovered that, wait a minute, all e-bikes are not the same?
No.
Let's talk about it.
They're not. The e-bike is such a brilliant idea because, like you said beautifully, Monifa, what it does is it gives you the ability to go a little bit further. If you're a little out of practice with riding a bike, you trust the brands like Gopowerbike. They are our go-to brand here on QVC. They've done over 40,000 bikes, excuse me. That's a big difference in that. 40,000 bikes across the U.S., but it's a battery-powered bike. It's a bike that gives you a boost. It gives you a little bit of help, and what's great about the GoCity model, by the way, Monifa, this folds up.
Okay, let's talk about it. I want to do a tour before you start riding.
Sure.
Since I can't ride because I'm a little jealous, I don't have my little helmet. But I want just to do a tour of this bike because I'm thinking, okay, I'm shopping. I'm buying this bike for my husband. We're going to be bike riding. How is it going to come to me? What do I have to put together? Have all the questions.
Okay, so all the questions are, it comes in the box. It is almost completely 100% assembled. It's very, very simple assembly. You're literally going to twist on your pedals.
Okay.
You're going to put this little seat post in.
Nice.
You're going to put this little handlebar post in. By the way, full assembly video on QVC.com. So if you don't believe me, have a look.
So you just told me 3 steps.
That's
pedal,
it.
Seat.
Pedals screw on to the side here. Seat goes in. Otherwise, the bike comes folded. The wires are already done. The wheels are already done. You're literally adjusting your seat, your little handlebars to your height, as well as the seat to your height. And the battery's going to even come partially charged. Okay. So you attach the battery right here. This is your battery, by the way. This is what makes the e-bike the e-bike. This is the battery. Built into the back of the frame is your 500-watt motor. That's going to give you that boost to be able to climb those hills, go a little bit further. That's where the juice comes from. But you get it home, simple assembly, and it functions just like a bike.
And then we have this LCD screen that gives you all the information.
That's right. It's very,
easy to read, too.
It's like an electric, speedometer, an electric odometer. It's got your little, it tells you how much battery you have left. It tells you what mode you're in. It's got how far you've gone. It tells you when your light is on, and it's also got at the base of it a charging port, so you can actually plug in your phone.
Nice.
Look at that. Yeah, who knew, right? They've thought of everything. So the battery that you charge powers this LCD screen, and all of the juice comes functioning out of these wires, all gathered up nicely.
Okay, listen, you can start writing.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm going to give some more questions. So there's 4 modes.
Yes.
There's a pedal assist, the electric, the manual, and the walk.
Right.
And then there are 5 pedal assist modes, and there's also a throttle-only acceleration option.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about all of those.
Yes.
Because the learning curve on this is nothing. It's literally just like a couple of minutes.
I don't want you to think,
you know how to bike. This is literally a couple of minutes learning curve.
Listen, all you have to do is know how to balance up on a bike as I'm balancing right now. If you look, here's the secret of the e-bike. Oh, look, no feet, Mom. Don't need them. Don't need to pedal at all because The juice is up here in the little throttle that's on the handlebar. So if I pull this back a little bit, the battery kicks in and the bike goes for me. Now that's in the full-on electric mode. You've also got the ability for the bike to do a little bit of the work for you. So as I'm pedaling, the battery's going to kick in and it's going to, I always equate it to being at the airport and being on the people mover.
Yes.
If you're walking on the people mover and it's moving underneath you, or if you're climbing an escalator and it's doing the work for you, it's that kind of a thing. So the bike can do a little bit of help for you and boost you a little bit, or you don't have to do any of the work yourself.
And it can do
you can
all
just
the work.
do it all the work.
Now, what happens if the battery dies?
Well, listen, if the battery dies, you do have to charge it back. That is literally, Monifa, the
but can
one
I
and only...
pedal without it, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
that's
you
my
can pedal.
thing, you know what I mean?
Yes, the bike, you don't even need
and
the battery.
And it doesn't feel super heavy
you don't even
like
need the battery.
this machine.
However, the battery takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge.
Yeah.
And you can go up to 36 miles.
Wow.
On a single charge.
Wow.
If you're using the pedal assist mode, and up to 20 miles in just full throttle mode. So, in other words, that's not going to happen too often.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen often. It's never happened to me once.
I was traumatized by that city bike. I was traumatized when that thing died and the pedaling. I said, wait, what? This bike is not even, this is not meant to pedal.
Right.
But look at this. This is showing how you adjust the seat, how you adjust. Look at Steve. He's having a good time.
Steve's having a good time. Listen, my favorite part about this bike, Monifa, is that it's not the largest e-bike out there. It's great for everyone from sizes 5'2" to 6'4", max weight of about 265 pounds.
Nice.
But it's powerful, but yet I use this word nimble. It's little and it's fast and it's easy to maneuver. It, again, folds up and goes in the back of your car. Whole thing weighs about 50 pounds, okay? So it's not the heaviest bike that's out there.
That's luggage.
It's aluminum.
Literally.
It's an aluminum alloy frame. It's weather resistant. You've got puncture resistant tire rings, tons of bells and whistles, but again, it doesn't need its own flatbed to be able to travel on. It literally folds up, and I even put this in the back of my car and brought it down here to QVC from my home in New York, and I didn't even have to lay my back seat down.
Nice.
My hand to God. Just like the groceries go in the back, this goes right in the back.
If you have an SUV, you just fold the thing in half and pop it in the back.
That's it.
That's the beautiful part about this. You don't have to get like a bike rack and all those things.
You don't have to do any such thing.
So that's great to know that it can kind of fit in the back of your car, your SUV, or maybe even a smaller car than an SUV if you needed to, because you can just kind of.
I'm sorry, I couldn't even resist. You were talking about it being small, and I'm like, wait, it gets smaller.
Look at that.
It folds in half. It does. Listen, Monifa, perfect for college dorms, right? We got a lot of college universities that are carless universities. I live in an apartment.
Yeah.
This is perfect for apartment living. By the way, I know you didn't say do it, but I'm just 2/3 of the way through of folding my bike up.
Yep.
So now here's the last little maneuver. I flip that over. I lift this up. And I just fold it in half.
That could go in my trunk. That could go in the trunk of your car.
That's it.
That literally could go into the trunk of your car.
I don't even know what kind of car you have, and this could go in it.
Easy.
This is it.
This
is like groceries.
The trunk of my car.
This is it.
Okay, this is good.
It's good.
E-bikes are the thing. They are the hot ticket item. Everybody has been kind of going crazy over them. Like I said, they're one of the fastest growing industries in the U.S. since e-bikes have come out just a few years ago. And the fact that we have this on this Black Friday sale price, grab it. If you've been eyeing one, I know my husband he's like, I want one, Monifa. I'm like, well, which one do you want?
Yes.
So he's kind of doing his research. I said, go on QVC.com, go and do your research on the e-bike. Look at Jen. Whether you're going to use the e-bike for exercise, which but it could be as simple as going for that Saturday morning bike ride with the grandkids as you go over to the farmer's market. It could be that simple. Maybe you live in a retirement community and you just want to get around to the different clubhouses. This is where an e-bike would be perfect for that.
Golf courses, beach communities. I see so many of our GoPower family members saying this allows them to do more, to see more of their community, to go on the rides with the family members. Again, if you have mobility issues, ankles, knees, hips, this can do the heavy lifting for you and can also get you out there and get you back involved in your community and seeing what you want to see.
I love that. And it gets you back to being active. Get you back to being outside. A lot of the times we kind of retreat a little bit and we go, oh, I can't do that anymore. Why? Why not? That's what's really nice about this. It's getting you back to being active, doing something that we all learned how to do when we were younger. It's just to ride a bike. Kids love it, and the fact that you can now go out and spend time with them and not worried about getting tired or going up that hill, or how do you go, down the hill. You actually have brakes on here. Like, it's really, really good. So I know we talked about assembly. James, what did you want me to show about the assembly? Oh, So we do have that video on QVC.com that shows how to put this together.
It does. We do have that on QVC.com. Again, it doesn't take long at all to do, and I kind of broke it down for you and told you it's screwing on the pedals, it's putting in the seat post, it's putting in the handlebars, and also know this. Very important to the GoPower folks is customer service. They have Monday through Friday US-based customer support. They also have the ability, they have something called the Bike Shop Network. So if you ever needed a little bit of hand holding or you wanted to take your bike in and physically show somebody something about it, they work with bike shops all across the US. You could take it in. They also, and I love this, they do video calls if you speak to a customer service rep. So you could say, no, I want you to see this, take a look at this. Also, all of the parts ship independently. If you ever needed something replaced, something went out, they will ship you that part independently. So it's very, very easy to make sure that your bike, once you get it home, you have your bike for life.
$58 if you use that Q card. It's $58 to get this home if you use your Q card. Where are you getting an electric bike for $58 on the Q card? That's going to be interest-free. $58, that's really manageable for a lot of people. I get that. Get the bike home. Your husband has been asking for one. Maybe you want one with him. Maybe you get two so you all can go bike riding together, right? Maybe this is something now that you both can do together. We live in one of those communities where we have those clubhouses and things, and they're really, you know, far apart. We could totally walk to them for sure, but on those days where it gets a little hot in the summertime, because it's going to get a little hot, I don't want to walk. And this would be a great way to even get a little bit more exercise as I'm going to the, you know, to the clubhouse and all to those meetings and things like that. So if you live, like we said earlier, in those retirement communities, those beach communities,
I'm telling you,
to be able to ride along the beach.
That's it. You've got all-terrain tires here. They're 20-inch puncture-resistant tires. But Monifa, you said it. There's three reasons that people go for e-bikes. It's for adventure, it's for transportation, and it's for exercise. This does all three. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but the price of gas.
Oh, yeah.
It's no joke. It's still no joke.
I know.
This costs, if you do the math, about 4 cents to charge up the battery.
Nice.
And then you have up to 36 miles to go on that 4 cents.
Yeah, I'm probably not going on a 36.
If you do the math, it makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm probably not doing a 36-mile ride, if I'm honest. Not at one time.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Not at one time. Let's talk about the different modes. So we have, there are 4 different modes. So there's the pedal assist, the electric, the manual, and the walk. Let's just go through each one really quick. So what is pedal assist? What is that?
Pedal assist is, again, the battery is built into the back of the motor here. I'm sorry, this is your battery, this is your motor. Pedal assist simply means that as you're pedaling, the bike will continue to assist you. It will add that little element of battery.
But you're still pedaling.
You're pedaling and you're making it do that. So it's kind of like I say, you're on an escalator and you're stepping up the stairs, but yet it's moving at the same time. That's kind of what it does. So you put in a little bit of the work and it meets you halfway and it does a little bit of the work.
Okay, and then the electric mode.
Yes, electric means you do not have to pedal whatsoever. It means there is a little lever right here on the handlebar that you pull back, and slowly it will then go at its own, it will go underneath it according to how much, you know, battery you give it, how much electric power you give it. So no power on your end, it will go on its own. Imagine you're just on a scooter or something like that. So,
nice, okay, good. Then the manual
mode
is just
means I don't need any battery. Thanks a lot, e-bike. I'm gonna do this one on my own. I'm going for a flat ride. Imagine there's no battery component to it whatsoever. It rides just like a standard bike.
Now what's the walk mode?
Walk mode is probably the least used of all of them. It basically means if you wanted to walk alongside of somebody who was doing that, instead of actually pushing the bike would go on its own for you, so you wouldn't even have to push the bike. So just an extra
But it could be, you might be with the grandkids and they might get a flat.
Or maybe they want to ride and you're walking alongside them and maybe it's been a long ride for Uncle Michael and he wants to have the bike do the work for him.
Okay, so those are your 4 modes. And then we have the throttle only.
Throttle only again. Pulling back on the top of here and it's going to do the work. And within that throttle mode only, it also has little built-in levels. So here's what I try to let people know. Don't think that the bike is going to accidentally jump out from underneath you and do something wild. Within the pedal assist mode, there are 5 different levels, 1 through 5. If I start at 1, the bike is only going to go up to a top speed of 9 miles an hour. If I go into number 2, it can only go up to 11. 3 goes up to 13, 15. So Within that, as you're learning how the bike works and the electrical component and the battery function of it, it will kind of work with you.
Yeah.
And you can make sure that it's